Welcome to another episode of Savage Academy. My name is Jay Pham. I'm going solo today as I discuss certain topics in a savage academic way. Start off today, what would you do with fuck you money? Now, most people, what they would do is, the first thing that comes to your mind would be, cars, women, traveling, expensive exotic shit. You want to go and see, the whole world. You want to go and spend all your money, basically. First thing you would do with money is spend it all. I had an argument with a friend of mine, my associate, the other days, and we were discussing this, and we believe that while the temptation would be even greater than ever because the access is greater with the more money you have, you're just allowed to do more things. It's just more accessible to you. You know, you would learn new things and you would get into new things, and it's just more of a possibility to fall into trouble. But I think the best thing to do would be obviously think. Like sit on the money, speak to a financial advisor, make investments, buy land, buy property, invest into yourself, invest into your body, invest into your mind, invest into your family, and the safety, and you wanna solidify your power and what you have, because money is power. Unfortunately, in this world, money is power, and there's crazy forces in this world. But what would you do with fuck you money? There's having money, and then there's fuck you money. To have fuck you money, I guess, yes, I'd be just like the other people. I'd go around the world and do things that probably shouldn't be doing. But then again, we could all dream, we can all fantasize about things, but is this the right thing to do? Is this what we were brought up to do, to just live and work and try to imagine ourselves with a better car, with a better life, with a better partner? I don't know. There's got to be more to it. I think leaving an impact in this world and having a legacy is much more important, long lasting, even after your death. And that's what many of our past forefathers saw whenever, let's talk about our Constitution. We talk about the people that laid the foundation for this country. Those people, they laid down a concrete foundation knowing that it would last for generations. Benjamin Franklin, before his death, I believe, left a couple $1,000s and something to do in Philadelphia or something. Turns out to be a couple $1 million today, or I read something about along the lines. But so obviously they understood the power and the necessity of investment to the future and to your kids, and how it moves on, because that's the vision that we men have. We see through the future. We don't see on what's next. We don't really see what's under our noses. We want to look forward to the future. Right? We want to build something, and then as we build something, we can live through that, and it's like, well, maybe one day I'll get there. I can't speak for, obviously I got bananas up there and I got some cheap weights, and I can't speak for all that. I can't speak for, I got no money. But anyways, what is the future of podcasting? As most of you know, Joe Rogan is probably a pioneer in this industry, and what makes it fundamentally popular is that it's two people in the same room with combining energies, right? They have to be in the same room, and it's live, so it's unedited for the most part. It could be cut off towards the end. We all know there's shills out there. There's some shitting going on. But for the most part, live, unedited, 2-3 hour long conversations with someone that's interesting, that has something to contribute to society, to whatever they're contributing to, specifically they're talking about. And a very good interviewer, someone that's willing to ask the hard questions, get into their mind, pry, and see why they believe and why they're trying to push and why, trying to get it. The man is a pioneer. Where is the future going? Well, right now it's pretty much a monopoly, because I believe that it's so influential. The numbers do not correlate to actually how influential it actually is. I think the numbers show one thing, and what it actually influences is another. I've gone out to the streets at Wynwood during the Art Basel in Miami. Here, I live in Miami. And I overheard people talking about Joe Rogan. I even think there's like a Joe Rogan mural somewhere. I don't know. It's just so prevalent out there that people take what's said on the show as almost the truth, as opinion. And that's great. They listen to the show. They come up with their own opinions, hopefully based on their experience, right? Which is what matters, right? But the future of podcasting could be with young people. This world revolves around young people. So what would end up being, I believe, personally, my opinion, basically my Savage Academy opinion would be we should have many different groups around a lot of different subjects and have different age groups conversate with each other and see where we stand in the middle. I think that would be more interesting than just Joe having people his age and a bunch of other comedians, man. Who gives a fuck, man? Quit reminiscing. Joey, the gangster actor, go work for the Sopranos, bro. Sopranos is over, bro. Those days are over, man. Yeah, I'm in Miami, believe me. There's a lot of cocaine around here, especially where I'm around. But man, talk about the internet, talk about the future, talk about how the future of communication. Now, one thing I do agree with, the future of podcasting has to do with how we all connect with each other. Memes. Why are memes so efficient? Why are memes so powerful? Why do memes have power? Maybe when we look at a meme, it's a certain simple truth with a symbolic depiction of something, so we smile at it, we laugh at it, wow, we all react to it. It's like, whoa, damn. And then everybody else has more or less a similar reaction, and as human beings being connected, we all sort of collectively agree with it, making it a greater truth, unspoken. But it's like, okay, I can go to somewhere else across the world, and that same meme I'll be able to relate to it to somebody else. Different languages, different everything. But I'm really hot by now. I haven't turned the AC on. So what else do I want to speak about today? What's going on in the news? The government is still shut down. That sucks. TSA workers not getting paid. Some federal workers are not getting paid. I mean, it's a terrible thing that's going on. Unfortunately, they have to hold some of the American people's checks hostage to get some things done. I mean, it's not my place to have an opinion. I'm not a politician or nothing like that. But I think everybody in Washington gotta stop playing games and get their act together. People's lives are on the line. Whether somebody is for the wall or against the wall, I think they got to get their act together quickly to come to a solution and at least talk to each other. If you're not even talking to each other, you're deadlocked. You can't have a stalemate in chess, can you? In life, can you? In life, you can't have a stalemate in life, can you? No, I don't think so. I don't think that'd be the right thing to do. You're holding people's lives and well-being hostage, but that's what you got to do to get things done, and that's politics. Basically, you can't just sign say yes to everything. So it's a tricky situation. Do walls work? Wow, I saw a quote the other day, Genghis Khan saying the power of a wall, it is only dependent on the people. Not an exact quote, but the power of a wall is dependent on the people that defend it. If there's no people to defend the wall, I mean, it's just a wall. You're gonna get through it, you're gonna get over it, you're gonna destroy it. But do walls work? I mean, do gates work? Surrounding a community, a gated community? Does a door work? Does locking a door work? I don't know. I mean, there's some logic, there's no logic. I'm not going to get into that. Whatever. 13-year-old girl found. They found her. After 3 months. And she looks like she's in good shape and good condition. She was smiling with her aunt. What the fuck's going on with that? It was all set up. It's not out of the realm of possibilities or conspiracies, but there just may be more to the story than we're led to believe. May just be more than just somebody went in, killed their parents, and kidnapped her for 3 months, leaving no trace or any evidence. She had to be in on it. She had to be, with no resistance or anything, she had to be in on it. Like, maybe she convinced some, sorry to say, some fucking idiot, right? Can't get laid, because at the end of the day, it's what it all boils down to. These people, if you can't get laid, you're gonna go out and kill people. It's a serious thing. But I believe she was in on it because if it was a real kidnapping, she'd be in a whole other state of mind. We just don't know. We only see pictures. We won't know the truth. So we can only speculate, and then our speculations turns into conspiracies, right? Until the official narrative comes out. And you choose what you believe in, basically. So it's a tricky situation, What else is out there? RBG, Ruth Bader. Is one of our Supreme Court justices actually dead or alive? I don't know. I don't know. At what point does the proof of life have to be shown? Oof. I don't even want to get into that, man. I'm gonna get knocked on the door. But yeah, basically, conspiracies stem from speculation, right? Skepticism, from asking questions and not just simply believing what you simply believe in. But you know, I was watching Jordan Peterson this morning live, and man, what a guy. This guy just went on, had 13,000 people on live YouTube. He was answering questions. He got emotional, and then people asked him a question like, how do you seem to be so well kept and well put together, and how do you, you know, he's like, well, I'm 60 something years old, I'm experienced. He said that it takes he started crying. He got emotional about it because, you know, he understands. He's had long time periods with depression, and he's fought very hard with it, and it's very difficult. It is very difficult, man. The guy has some knowledge. I just hope he leaves behind a lot of books, a lot of knowledge, a lot of videos. It leaves it all behind so we can absorb it for the future. I hope he doesn't get silenced or taken out like that. I don't think they will. I don't think they'll fucking do that, man. Who knows? This country is going in a whole crazy direction, you know. One topic that I want to bring up that I found that'd be very, very interesting is video games. Now, most of our generation, we grew up with video games. I personally grew up with video games. I love playing video games on my time off, which is basically most of the time. I like playing video. But I see something that I don't like, something that's trending, where people that grew up in the Nintendo era with the Pokemons and all this, and you know, they're starting to indoctrinate their kids and handing the controller over to their kids. Basically, they want them to experience. Now, there's nothing wrong with video games. I believe the community is a beautiful, beautiful, good hobby to have. There's no negativity. It's fun. There's jokes. There's puns. And a lot of people love it. There's families that get together based on this. There's a lot of good that comes from playing video games, right? And just the video game world overall. Recently, they had an AGDQ Foundation fundraiser thing on Twitch, and they raised, like, I think I last saw it was like at 1.2 million. They raised 1.2 million dollars for Prevent Cancer Foundation, which is, hey, people were throwing thousands of dollars at a time just to throw a pun out there in the stream, you know. Well, I mean, it's a great thing. However, I believe that if I had a choice, if personally me, I mean, handing the controller over to my kid would mean that I'm literally going to know that he's going to have thousands of hours, thousands and thousands and thousands of hours towards video games. Whereas he could be learning some of the life skill that they don't teach in school, some of the life skill where he could develop and grow, you know, how to learn how to finance, how to take care of his body, how to find out which diet works for him, how to prevent other people from influencing him and his experience and the truth and what he believes in his heart, he or she believes in his heart. It's something that I feel that time, there's a lot of time of growth when you're young that you need to be outside, you need to be fighting, bullied, experiencing, creating, and imagining all these things, and you're just spending it in front of a screen. Especially nowadays with video games being so damn bullshit with the microtransactions and these companies and this gaming industry is just fucking terrible, man. It's fucking terrible. It's fucking terrible. So I'm okay with video games as a whole, as in general. But as far as passing it down linear, I don't want to see my kids playing 16 hours a day in an MMORPG like I did for a couple years, you know? That fucking sucks, man. I could have spent those years working out. I could have been learning something new. I mean, do I regret it? Hell no. I loved it. It was a video game. Fuck. I was immersed. Right? But it does create a pathway to escapism. And that's basically what it is. Escapism. Right? Nothing wrong with wanting to. Where else can you pretend to be a Black Ops killer or a sword or a dragon fighting knight? You know, where else can you do that? It's a good thing, I think. But passing on to the children, let's have a lot of restrictions on that, because I don't feel like I should just simply hand over every single console I have and give it to my children. I don't think that's the right thing to do. As much as I like video games, it's kind of hypocritical, right? It's like saying I really like ice cream, but I don't want my kid to have ice cream. Everybody loves pizza, but I don't want my kid to just eat pizza all day. I guess everything in moderation, correct? What else is on my little list here that I taped to my monitor? Should actors and athletes I was gonna say have an opinion, but should they even be taken seriously? Right? This is a difficult one because they're the ones that have a little section in our minds, right? And so all these actors and all these musicians have a little section in their minds where they're always gonna be there and their music is there and they're integrated. We're gonna remember them forever. They're immortalized through the screen and through their music, right? So they feel like they're superior enough to have an opinion on something of a regular person's daily, day-to-day life. Say, give an example, Robert De Niro's opinions, or just pretty much anyone in Hollywood's opinion. Should we take an actor, which is a professional faker, right? An actor's a professional faker. He's acting. He's professionally acting as a role. He's a professional liar. Let's give Meryl Streep, for example. The fuck? Her acceptance in that Grammy was a complete act. You know, it was a great acting. I love great acting. Fucking great actor. Not real. So how can we tell if an actor or musician is really acting out of their own good intentions for other people? Or they're not acting out of the opinion of someone that pays them. You know, it's all about money. And I guess people grow up. Some people in this world need money. Now, we all need money, but I think some people need it more than others. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to get that money. They're willing to go against what they believe, their own morals, their own ethics, their own truth, whether they know it's true or not. Money is the truth. Money is what feeds us. Money is what put food on the table for your family. Money is everything, apparently, but money is design, you know. So it goes back to the first question of the day for Savage Academy, which was, what was it again? What would you do with fuck you money? You know what I would do with fuck you money? I'd say fuck you. With all that money. Just like they do. Isn't that what rich people do anyways with their money? They strut around. They don't give a fuck. They're so happy. They're so into their own bubble. They don't give a fuck. Haters gonna hate, right? That's true. Haters gonna hate. Attention was gives money. But anyways, I've been rambling. I think I haven't even touched. Well, I did touch some certain points, but I'm moving from point to point really quickly, and I'm sort of rambling in between. So, different subjects for today. Those were the subjects that I really wanted to talk about today. I feel like, you know, while I might not have a cohesive vocabulary to explain things in a certain way, I understand it. I believe that we should listen to all types of way to understand things, different levels of IQ. You know, there's a thought out, cohesive, well thought out way of saying something, and it's a simple truth. And I believe in simple truths. I believe they're so simple that you can't refute a simple truth. Once the truth is silence. Once there is silence, you have truth. Because you can't argue against it. What argument are you going to make against something that you know in your heart to be true? Nothing. If there's something to be argued, then there's an ulterior motive for sure. You know? What else could I talk about today? I guess some entertainment news, I guess. Holly Holm, our girl Holly Holm filed for divorce. Holly Holm. Hi, Holly. Hi, Holly. How you doing? What's up? It's sparring, yeah. What else? I guess Ray Schumer. These guys are breaking up. I like them. They're good. Uzi Vert's trying to get out. It's too late, buddy. You already sold your soul. It's not even much worth talking about. Ooh, these are good topic. What if money was obsolete? God, I love this. If money was obsolete, if money was not anything in this world, man, how would the women be if money was obsolete? That blows my mind. Both sexes can get greedy and, you know, and bad and dysfunctional for money. Man, it's hard to imagine money being obsolete, really, because it's just how I mean, we would all be. I think everybody would be capable of crafting something. There'll be a certain family line known for crafting chairs or creating clothes or a certain food. I think there would be groups of family members that go at each other, trading with each other without currency, you know, because that's like kind of how it was back then. You kind of traded. Oh, look, I got some scissors. Can I get that? You know, like, great. If money was obsolete, this world would not be as sinful as it is. They say money is the root of all evil, yet we spend our entire lives chasing the money. Almost every waking hour of the day chasing the money. Man, so we're all chasing after the root of all evil. Let that sink in for a second. Hold on, let me adjust myself in my chair. We're all working hard for the root of all evil, which is money. Money is what keeps your physical body alive, what feeds you, keeps you sheltered, right? It keeps me sheltered. I have to work. I have to make my money too to survive and feed myself. If money was obsolete, humanity would be at its peak, I believe. If we found a way to not have money, is it viable? I don't think so. We need to have a currency in this world, right? We need to be controlled. We need to be controlled, right? Because if there's nothing to work for physically, then we all become spiritually powerful. We all grow as we were meant to be. I feel it's almost hard to imagine. I would like a lot of comments on this. If there's anyone watching this, I don't know, maybe somebody a year from now will watch this, but I would love to hear somebody's input on this and discuss it more. Maybe I'll touch it more on my next video, because this is, I think, a very deep subject after I really think about it more. But shit, man, my savage opinion on that, this fucking world would be a better place. Fuck, man. Money was obsolete? Fuck yeah. That means we would put value in what people do and what people know way more than just, hey, I made $1 million. Anything you've done is a fuck shit, man. I guess you're an idiot and I'm a genius. That's not value. That's just because you have a lot of money isn't value, really. It's wealthy, but it's not rich. So I don't know how long I've gone. I don't even want to check. Anyways, it's kind of an early episode. It's my first solo episode here. I'm looking forward to doing much more episodes. Please comment and subscribe and like and do all those things you got to do in the little thing, you know. I'm not your, you know, I'm getting used to this still. So maybe a little nervous. Maybe I'm moving around too much. I don't know. I'm Latin, so I get eccentric when I talk about certain things that I feel passionate about. So, yep. Thank you. Peace.